All right, the hottest auto show on the West Coast is kicking off today, and thousands of car lovers coming together for 10 exciting days.
Yes, we are joined this morning by our car guy, transportation expert Mike Caudill, who is live at the LA Auto Show. And Mike, the LA Auto Show has a special spot in my heart because I went there one time as a teenager. I got to sit down in one of those big V12 Mercedes-Benz, like the most luxurious car, and I said, I'm going to own one of these one day. I currently have a 2015 Honda Accord, but it was a great experience.
He's keeping hope alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I'd love to own one of those too. I was just telling the president of Mercedes-Benz, I was in Atlanta on Monday, I'd love to own a Mercedes GT. How much does it cost? North of $200,000. So I'm not driving one of those. I'm driving a F-150 truck. Hey, guys, you know what? We're in Tinseltown. We're in Hollywood. You've been here, you know. Sacramento is very close to my heart growing up in the Bay Area. Spent so much time out there. You know what? We're talking about car culture. And before I get into the big news here at the show, I want to talk about something that's heartfelt to me and to a lot of Californians. And it's this vehicle right here. You know, we think about the Palisade fire. 6,000 homes perished, but this miraculous vehicle right here stood tall among some of these homes. Really sad, right, when we think about what happened. But this car, that is the picture that the Associated Press took right there. I think what they've done is amazing. You know, the owner of this vehicle was distraught. They found the vehicle. Volkswagen got wind of it, and they've restored the vehicle. They debuted it here at the auto show, which is amazing. Here's what's interesting. This more closer to you guys. California Fire Foundation. Volkswagen has donated $250,000 to benefit our firefighters and their families as a result of not just the Palisades fire, but California as a whole. So great stuff being done by Volkswagen. Now, I wanted to jump to this. Big news for them as well. Motor Trend Car of the Year was announced, and the GTI and the Golf R took home the honor. This is one of the cars that inspired me to get into the auto industry right here. The GTI with a manual gearbox, low to the ground, totally a performance-oriented vehicle. I love this. But if you want to go up in size, stay in the Volkswagen family, they got the Tiguan. This is a surprise to me. It's all about luxury. This thing looks fantastic. Bold front grille, cool rear design. On the inside, you know, I'm a big baseball fan. It's got that brown baseball glove leather. I think a Louisville Slugger right on the inside of this. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, two-tone leather. This thing's a showstopper. Yesterday, I went over and took a look at the all-new Subaru Outback. Now, state of California and across country, consumers want what when they buy a car? They want safety. 16 years running as the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety top pick. That's this vehicle right here, the Outback. I like the Wilderness version. That's the off-road one here with a bold front grille, blue design, 9.5 inches of ground clearance. There's that front Subaru logo, tons of cargo capacity. Store your skis up on top if you want to go up to Lake Tahoe or a kayak. All of these vehicles I'm showing you are under $40,000. This was another surprise. Nissan, the Rogue, one of their best-selling SUVs, now going electric. This is the plug-in hybrid electric version, so you can technically have your cake and eat it too. No range anxiety because you get gas and you get electric up to 38 miles of pure electric range, and you can charge it really fast. And then you've got the Nissan Pathfinder, right? You're going a little bit bigger in size, three-row SUV. Bold new colors for this year, a front design that has been refreshed. The rear design has been refreshed. They're doing great stuff with this stuff, you know, over at Nissan with this vehicle right here in the all-new Pathfinder. Again, we're sitting right around $40,000. They haven't announced the price, but that's what insiders tell me with this three-row SUV. And I wanted to talk just briefly about the Leaf. I'm test driving it right now. Remember how small the Nissan Leaf was? Now it is bigger, it's wider, it's bolder. It's frankly a little bit more masculine as well. I dig this design. 300 miles of range. Look at the screen on the inside. Tons of technology, but I wanted to close it out with this, guys. I'm a big Ford fan. I love Ford. I've got an F-150, as I mentioned here a minute ago. They're actually doing something different this year. They've created a whole venue off-site. It's called the Ford Mustang Immersive Experience, and it's a homage to 60 years of the Ford Mustang, starting with the GTD, you know, their most powerful race car of all time, $400,000 price point. But it all started 60 years ago, right? With the 1964 version. They're giving consumers a chance to see what it feels like to get behind the wheel, but there it is right there, one of the originals, 1964 and a half. It was $2,300 at the time. Fast forward to today, this race car is $400,000. You could have bought 200 of those original ones back in 65. And we were talking a little bit about honky tonk. Remember, I'm a Nashville guy, born and raised in the Bay Area, but I've relocated like some others. I like my belt buckles, but here's what's cool. This is a Ford F-150 belt buckle. You can actually hide your key fob behind it. So if you're not ready to buy a car, maybe you want to buy a belt buckle.
Yeah.
1975 is when the F-150 came out. It also happens to be the year that I was born. Don't tell anybody. Try to keep my age a secret, guys.
Yeah, definitely don't look like you were born in '75, Mike. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.